Welcome back to Horoscope Forecasts 369, your trustworthy companion in the cosmic journey. I'm Jenny, here to help you unlock the mysteries of the stars. No matter your zodiac, our mission is to bring clarity to your celestial path. If it's your first visit, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us daily in unveiling what the stars align for us. So, buckle up, it's time to journey through the cosmic realm and decipher the messages of the universe today, Monday, June 12, 2023. The astrology of today, all signs. The moon spends the day in Aries, harmonizing with Mars this morning, and aligning with Chiron this evening. Things are likely to flow along smoothly for the most part. It's natural for us to gravitate towards satisfying, healing activities. We're asserting our needs more easily than usual today. Needs and cravings harmonize with those of our loved ones. While we're more independent than usual with the moon in Aries, it makes us feel good to help and support others. Today's Aries horoscope. Taking the lead or taking charge becomes you today, dear Aries, and you might discover that others are attracted to your healing, proactive, and naturally confident approach. You find it natural to push yourself past your fears and embrace new ideas and opportunities. However, there can be some adjustments to make before you feel comfortable later today. There can be some off-timing that interferes with healthy relating. Small disappointments with a love interest or partner could occur, but be careful to assess whether your expectations are too high at the moment. With self-honesty, you might conclude that your need for affection runs high right now, and that you might not be truly asking for what you need from others. If not, consider discussing things with a loved one, but save it for a more auspicious day, as today's energy is a bit standoffish. Recognize that others are dealing with their own issues right now, and it's best to let that play out first. Today's Taurus horoscope. You're inclined to make more time for rest or reflection today, dear Taurus, knowing that you'll bring your best to other pursuits if you catch up on rest or emotionally refreshing activities. You can find yourself in a more comfortable position regarding a home or family matter. You may need to release frustration now, and great energy is with you for this task. Clearing the air can push you towards growth. However, later today, you might struggle between wanting time to yourself and fulfilling your obligations to friends or networks. You may be asked to provide a shoulder to lean on. If you feel put upon by someone who seems to take a lot and not give back, be polite but firm. However, don't expect a return right away. Balance doesn't have to be achieved in a day. Today's Gemini horoscope. Today's moon encourages you to try new things and experiment or diversify, dear Gemini. It can benefit you to carve out more time for fulfilling activities. You're ready to make the most of a situation. Early today, confronting a problem, rather than sidestepping it, is your best bet now. Pluto's move back into your solar 8th house points to further work in the areas of intimacy, debts, and dependencies. You could return to the past in these life departments, and scrutiny is necessary. Later today, be wary of indulgences or activities that compromise your values. You may not feel very firm or solid, which leaves you questioning your natural instincts. This indecisiveness can lead you to do or say something you later regret. Responsibilities can feel weightier than usual. Today's Cancer horoscope. You have loads of motivation to achieve and produce today, dear Cancer. Enjoy the feelings of inspiration, and don't let impatience spoil things. Also consider that if you have too much on your plate, you may end up feeling quite hemmed in or restless. Pluto just moved back into your partnership sector, suggesting more attention is needed to renovate a close relationship or manage your relationship goals and needs. While it may seem as if you're going over old ground, this review can ultimately work in your favor. Later today, worries about money may be useful if they prompt you to make adjustments. Otherwise, you are wasting your time. If a disagreement about a particular belief leaves you more than just frustrated, consider whether it's triggering something deeper. Try to rise above it. Think big, and don't sweat the small stuff too much right now. Today's Leo horoscope. The moon spends the day in your sector of spirit and the higher mind, dear Leo, encouraging you to shoot a little higher. Transits stir you to explore and discover, and different settings or surroundings can be most refreshing. Pluto has just moved back into your work and health sector, however, pointing to some further renovating in your practical affairs. Later today, there can be some awkward choices or decisions related to relationships and boundaries or money and ownership. Somebody may be a little withholding now. Be patient if the timing is off with someone in your life. Casual relationships fare better today than committed ones, just for the moment. Today's Virgo horoscope. The moon spends the day in your intimacy sector, dear Virgo, encouraging you to dig a little more deeply into whatever activity you take on. For the most part, it's natural to do so in the first half of the day. Watch for rushing a financial or intimate matter, otherwise, it's a good time to take charge. Later today, you can very quickly feel defensive and frustrated if your opinion or idea isn't catching on, but if you avoid riling yourself up, you can channel all this mental energy into a special project. If the timing is off, consider that the best approach may be to move a little forward, back off, and then try again. Such is the energy of Venus facing minor challenges. Today's Libra horoscope. In the first half of the day, you're focusing on moving on and improving, dear Libra, and with this attitude, you can put problems behind you. Transits inspire your need for companionship, feedback, or a different perspective. Whether you're noticing differences or similarities, you're challenged and ultimately getting to know yourself more thoroughly in the process. Later today and into tomorrow may not be ideal for winning favors. Still, it's a good time for pondering the behaviors or situations holding you back from going after what you want from life. Patience is necessary to muster up. You get what you give, but not always instantly. Today's Scorpio horoscope. The moon spends the day in your work and health sector, dear Scorpio, encouraging you to handle your practical affairs. It's difficult to fit in everything you want to do since you have so much on your mind, and simplifying makes sense. Expressing yourself with intention and enthusiasm can help cut through the fluff. The first half of the day holds good energy for getting things done. You may very well feel refreshed and revitalized through your duties or chores. Later today, people could be a little withholding or detached, and you may not know where they stand. Consider that their behavior could be due to anxiety and is unlikely to reflect real feelings. Timing isn't great temporarily. Today's Sagittarius horoscope. Today's moon reminds you of the need for light entertainment and fun, dear Sagittarius. You seem to need that extra spark right now, even if it temporarily pulls you off the track. The trick may be to find a good balance. There can be disagreements about values or concepts of love later today. Aim to do what makes you feel good from the inside out. If you feel overwhelmed, take steps to bring more balance or ask for help. There can be some seesawing between the desire to stick with what always works and the desire to try something non-routine, new, and unfamiliar, as both choices seem equally attractive right now. Pluto has just moved back into your finance sector, where it will transit until January, and you have more renovating and changing to do with money and things. Sorting out what you want and need can be important work in the period ahead. Today's Capricorn horoscope. The moon spends the day in your solar fourth house, dear Capricorn, and you're in a reflective frame of mind. A hiatus can be refreshing now, but you must allow yourself the opportunity. You're seeking a nice sense of being rooted, secure, and supported, but you're also interested in accomplishing something. Later today, Venus and Saturn head toward an awkward angle, and it can be difficult to know how to approach a matter or conversation. If you miss the mark, try not to fret or take it too personally since the timing is off now. You may need more time for self-understanding before you can deal with a problem with confidence. Pluto's re-entry into your sign returns you to do a little more work or renovation with your image, personal presentation, and outlook. Pluto will continue in Capricorn until January on its prolonged transition out of your sign, and you'll have plenty of time to rework things. Today's Aquarius horoscope. With the moon in your solar third house today, dear Aquarius, it's a time for enjoying some variety or following your curiosity. While it may not be the best day for concentration, you can be productive if you put your mind to it. You're likely to enjoy being on the move or mixing up the routine to keep you stimulated. There can be issues that stir up feelings of anxiety or possibly even guilt later today, but do your best not to let these things interfere with your relationships. Matters can reach a stalemate if both parties are unwilling to listen to the other side. An impending Venus-Saturn quincunx makes it a little difficult to cozy up to someone or even to an idea or project. Material limitations may make themselves known now, or there can be an irritating inability to agree with someone close to you. However, it's temporary. Today's Pisces horoscope. Because the moon spends the day in your resources sector, dear Pisces, keeping things comfortable and straightforward satisfies most. It's a good idea to regroup or take time for what truly matters. This way, you can bring your best self to other pursuits when needed. Later today, an impending Venus-Saturn aspect can get in the way of closeness with someone. You could feel torn between wanting to collaborate and preferring to stick with your own counsel. If you can manage it, a compromise makes sense. You might benefit from reviewing the balance of work and play in your life so that you can feel better about your life and your relationships. Pluto's move back into your social sector for a stay until January points to a return to a friendship problem. You'll get to iron out issues with over-controlling in your social life in the months ahead. Thank you for joining me here on Horoscope Forecasts 369. Don't forget to share these horoscope predictions with friends and loved ones who might benefit from them, and remember to hit the like button if you found today's predictions useful. I'm Jenny, and I'll be back tomorrow with more. Until then, keep your eyes on the stars and your heart open to the universe. Goodbye for now.